One guy with a stinger.
Hey there, this is the One Boom, and welcome to a video about Xbox fans. And unfortunately, just before I could make this video, I was blocked by some of the people that this video is about, so I can't grab all of the tweets, but I did grab a couple of juicy ones, and we're going to be talking about that today. And like the title and thumbnail suggest, we're going to be talking more about PUBG and Xbox. The gameplay in the background, though, is not PUBG. I haven't had a chance to keep playing it on my Xbox, and last night I had some fun Battlefield matches, and so I recorded those. I didn't do amazing, but I had fun for the first time in a while on Battlefield. And having it on the Xbox One X does tell me that performance does beat visuals, in my opinion. I was having so much fun in Battlefield 4 last night. Despite its very low-end console look, on the Xbox One, the X allows it to run at a buttery 60 frames per second. And when you're playing a game that requires you to fight other people, that goes a long way in making me a happy gamer. So before this video starts, I want to talk about Digital Foundry. Now, if you guys don't know, Digital Foundry is a tech analysis channel where they go over the tech behind games. They go over hardware, they go over software, they go over frame rate, texture quality, resolution, basically all of the things you probably don't care about with games, but a lot of people do. In fact, a lot of people use Digital Foundry as a source of information as to whether or not they should purchase a video game. If you want to know if a video game that's advertising 60 FPS fluid combat actually has 60 frames per second going for it on the platform that you're choosing to play it on, it's pretty likely that Digital Foundry's made a video about it, and then you can go see if the frame rate is where you want it. Do you want to know the resolution, the image quality, how it runs, how fast it loads? Digital Foundry is the place to go. Because some people really do care about that stuff, and I'm kind of one of those people. Another thing you guys need to know is that I'm an Xbox fan. Not an Xbox fanboy, I mean I play on my PC. I appreciate the value of the PlayStation platform and what it's done for people and why it's such a big name in gaming. I think really good running multiplats on the X and really great exclusives on the PlayStation are maybe not equal, but both important to different people, and I appreciate that. But I'm glad I went with Xbox. All of my free with gold games, all of my backwards compatible games, my gamer score, all of the subscriptions that I have on it, all my friends that are there on it. So when it comes to the Xbox ecosystem, it has been a worthwhile investment for me. But I also like the console wars because they're of no consequence. Like, you either have both or you're gonna go with one, in my opinion. And nobody, I think, in my mind, nobody had an Xbox One 3 years ago and went, oh, Call of Duty only runs at 900p, I need full HD. Mom, get the credit card, I need a PlayStation. Nobody changes their minds. These are toys. These are gaming consoles. These are just ways we blow off steam in the evening. They don't really have any utility or practical application. They're just for fun. So yeah, argue about it. Microsoft does something pro-consumer, yeah, we cheer. Sony does something anti-consumer, we got you. Even though we didn't do anything, we just have the platform that does the thing we like, and your platform did a thing you don't like. Haha, it's petty, it's stupid, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I like it. But some people take it a little too seriously. Now, this is not a systemic issue. This is not a problem as a whole. I am not making a big rant about Xbox fans everywhere. I'm going after a couple tweets, and then I'm going to bring it around and talk about the mentality of gamers like this. So don't think that I'm trying to say that this is a huge issue for everyone. So this is the guy that has blocked me during the recording of my rough draft of this video. I got blocked, so I couldn't go back and screenshot some things, but I do have a couple that I screenshotted last night while I was sleepy. Now, this is in reference to PUBG and Digital Foundry reporting on PUBG's unoptimized state currently on Xbox. So Digital Foundry did a video talking about the frame rate, the texture quality, the resolution between Xbox and Xbox One X. The results were not pretty. The frame rate was never stable, the graphical quality is appalling, even on the Xbox One X, which is really disappointing, and it's less optimized than Fortnite, and that's also a huge map, 100-player game with destructible environments that runs a lot better on the Xbox One X than PUBG does. PUBG has not been optimized since it came out, so now it's just unoptimized on two platforms. But enough about me and enough about Digital Foundry. The tweet says, I wish Digital Foundry would take their time. We like them for tech analysis, not because they're the first to evaluate a broken patch before the devs have a chance to resolve or for acting like early access games on day one are expected to not run like complete shit. So what is he saying here? We like Digital Foundry for tech analysis. Okay, so reporting PUBG's current technical presentation is not tech analysis. That's what that's implying. We like them for their tech analysis, not because they're first. Well, yes, they're first with their tech analysis, so they can report on the state of PUBG currently. And he says, acting like early access games on day one are expected to not run like complete shit. Well, in Digital Foundry's video, they said several times that it is in early access and has a long way to go before it's well optimized. It's not like they were surprised or anything. But it's just funny. What this is I wish they wouldn't have reported on how shitty PUBG is on Xbox right now. I wish they would have waited until it got fixed. Why? What's wrong with them reporting on how it is right now and then reporting again when it gets fixed? That's what Digital Foundry has always done. So this guy named Xbox Mad Hatter tweets at him saying, "They've done that for all X games. They were shitting on Titanfall 2 before its patch even came out. Idiots," eye rolling emoji. Yeah, they were shitting on Titanfall 2 alright. It's not like the X patch was deeply flawed when it came out. It wasn't reaching 4K. It had a terrible frame rate. It was performing under the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is considerably less powerful. Their Titanfall 2 video where they were shitting on it, they weren't shitting on it. They were surprised and they said something has to be wrong. Something has to be broken here and they're gonna have to fix it. The day, or maybe the day after, that patch came out for Titanfall 2 on Xbox One X that fixed the Xbox One X patch. Well, that's hard to say. Fixing the Xbox One X patch, getting it up to 4K, getting it up to a smooth 60 frames per second. They reported on that. I'm sorry, but that's not shitting on a game. Their goal is not to make your console of choice look nice, children. Their goal is to report on the current state of big popular games. Do they do it for clicks and views? Yes, the same reason I'm doing this video for clicks and views, and anybody does any video for clicks and views. If they're doing it for clicks and views and they're lying, that's not good, but they're telling the truth about the current state of a lot of these video games. What the hell is wrong with that? What I'm guessing is these really prominent Xbox fans get a lot of tweets from Sony ponies and PC gamers saying, "Oh shit, the Xbox can't reach 30 FPS, world's fastest console, my ass." And so their response is, "Digital Foundry, I wish you would take your time and wait for the developers to patch the issue." So my response on Twitter was, why are you so salty? They reported that Titanfall 2 wasn't performing properly and then made a new video when the problem was fixed. People want to know what they're about to buy as fast as possible. I said, "Oh, you're salty that it made your favorite platform look bad." So Ditch Turtle replied to me saying, "Dude, the game had rave reviews for 12 months straight." He's right. Feeding the console war with pixel counting is not informing consumers. Also, it was a free update. Free update? How? Doesn't matter if the update's free, man. You need a $500 console to use that update. It's a free update that needs a whole new console. It doesn't matter if the update's free. That's not the point. I'm just realizing this as I'm reading this. I'm sorry. And you could literally buy the game for $15 during sales, with or without the extra resolution. The game is so very worth buying. But yeah, of course the game is worth buying. Titanfall 2 is great whether you play it on a toaster or your PC. It's a good game. But the thing is when they count pixels on a bad Xbox One X patch when it first comes out, they're just feeding the console war. It's not informing consumers. Yes, it is informing consumers. Because there's a lot of people out there that don't know whether or not they want an Xbox One X. And so they want to see these patches. They want to watch Digital Foundry videos to see if it's worth it. And I'm sorry, a lot of the times it doesn't make it look worth it. During a tech analysis, it's hard to make $500 look worth it when it's like, oh, the resolution's been bumped up, or oh, it reaches the frame rate it was first advertised to hit. That's not Digital Foundry's fault. And yes, the game had rave reviews, and it also had a shit ton of people complaining about how there's no players on it, so yeah. The news works both ways. We hear good and bad things about video games. But the people that want to buy Titanfall 2 for their Xbox One X, or the people that want to buy an Xbox One X for their copy of Titanfall 2, deserve to know that it wasn't working right at the time. Now he also says you could buy the game for $15 during sales. And this actually makes my point for me about PUBG and why I don't think people should buy it. When games go on sale recently, they get cut in half. Their price gets cut in half, or it gets like $20 to $30 off. And yeah, Titanfall 2 is super cheap whenever it goes on sale now. So buy 2 on sale games and don't buy broken pre-release software like PUBG. I just love what's going on in this little Twitter conversation between these two gamers, and this is kind of what I see with a lot of Xbox fans on Twitter and on YouTube. They don't like it when the media or YouTube channels or anything paints them as bad. But when your game isn't performing well, people have a right to know, even if it gets fixed tomorrow. Digital Foundry wasn't jumping the gun or just aiming for views by playing day one PUBG on Xbox and saying, here's how it runs. You don't think Digital Foundry is going to make a video as soon as it's back up to snuff, as soon as the next patch comes out? They do that for every game on every platform that has performance issues. I just love this. Hey, Digital Foundry, can you shut up until the Xbox version looks a lot better? I really don't want our console to look bad, and I really don't want to be yelled at by Sony ponies and PC gamers. I just have a opinion here. This is just conjecture, but if this was a Sony thing, like the PS4 Pro was running PUBG at 25 frames per second, they would be laughing. They'd be comparing. They'd be dick measuring. I'm sorry, that's what these Xbox guys do. Maybe not these guys in particular, but because it's on Xbox, it's pre-release software. What can you expect? I don't know. What do I expect from games that I want to play that cost money? I expect them to not perform like hammered piles of shit. You want my opinion on pre-release games from indie studios? It sucks because I believe that it should be free until the game comes out, and then you should get a discount if you participated in the testing, and then you just buy the game for $30 later on. It should be a long free beta period. At the same time, these developers need money. They're not a big AAA studio. They don't have Activision or EA behind them. They don't have Ubisoft behind them helping them out. So they desperately need your money, and that's what PUBG on Xbox is. It's a cash grab. It's not even the full PC version. It's not even everything that's in the PC version. It's just, oh, well, blah, here's a really poorly optimized console port of a game, and yes, we're gonna need $30 so you can test it for us. You pay us to test our broken, shitty game. Because everybody's playing it, it's the fucking multiplayer game of the year, hype culture is in full fucking throttle for PUBG, so you're gonna want to own it, and I'm sorry it doesn't run well, and I'm sorry it's gonna take us forever to fix it, because, like I said, we're a small studio. So we need your money because we don't have a lot of backing like these other games do. We're a small studio, but that also means it's gonna take us longer to optimize the game, and now we have to optimize the game on 2 platforms, the Xbox version and the PC version. So we've just pretty much doubled our workload, are still asking for your money. Hell yeah! I'm speaking from a lack of experience, but being an indie developer of a massively popular game that the entire internet is coming over would be awesome. Because then you don't even have to really work on it. You just, patch it every now and again. You don't really have to make it that finished AAA game that people want it to be, that finished, polished, working game that people want it to be. It just has to be playable, and then you rake in money from people that always want to play the new trendy game. It'd be great. And in a lot of gamers' eyes, you're not AAA, so you're not evil. It's not like Bluehole is doing a demon-level cash grab on people that just want to play the new trendy game but don't have gaming PCs. It's not like they're doing a cash grab on them or anything. No. They're an indie studio. They desperately need the money. But I swear to fuck, if Microsoft slapped their logo on this and this was a Microsoft game suddenly and it was doing this, the reception would be different. There's a lot of bullshit in the gaming industry. Don't think I don't know that. And maybe this is even on the bottom of the list of things that are that important to be mad at. I mean, it is early access, and I do respect that it is a smaller team, and I do want it to succeed on Xbox. I do want it to get better. But that's not the meat of this video. The meat of this video is Xbox fans saying, Digital Foundry are idiots for reporting on the game before the developers have fixed it. Like, what, are they supposed to wait like months until the game is like finalized, and then they'll be like, oh, now the game's in a good place? They're over there like, hey, do we do a video on PUBG? No. It's not running well. We don't want the Xbox to look bad. Oh, okay. That's not sleazy and fucking stupid. See you when I see you guys. Hope you guys got some cringe, some laughs, some anger out of this for whatever reason. Chew me up and spit me out in the comments section. I'm sure I said something you disagree with, and it just shook you to your fucking core. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you guys. Love you all. And thanks again to my 2 awesome subscribers that bought me PUBG on PC and PUBG on console. Well, one of them didn't buy me it. He said he had a spare code. But thank you anyway for thinking about me when it came to this game, knowing I wasn't going to get it for myself because of how I feel about early access games that cost 30 bucks. See you when I see you guys. Goodbye. Well, one of them scared.
Oh, I heard your footsteps and it gave me a fucking ass cramp.
Ass cramp. Oh, you know, do I have a fucking... Ah, God, we need ammo.
Oh, you think I'm so funny? Guess what? I've got another fucking rocket, dude.
So do I.
Ugh, bombs. Oh, thank God. Ours hit him at the same time.
Yes! That's how you fucking do it. Good job.